DM, is it true that tieflings can descend from any race, not just human? Technically, yes, but they're not called tieflings. Explain. Well, technically speaking, in D&D, tieflings are the direct result of humans with infernal heritage. Meanwhile, orcs, dwarves, and elves have their own specific subraces. Really? Like what? Well, for elves, it's the Feyre. Sorry, the Fairy? Yeah, it's not a very creative name. The Feyre were the result of interbreeding between Sun Elves and the Tanar'ri in an attempt to strengthen the Sun Elf bloodline. What the hell are the Tanar'ri? They're essentially the reigning demons in the abyss, so rather than creating all-powerful elves, they just created elves with infernal heritage. Well, what does that look like? Okay, imagine an elf from World of Warcraft, but with horns. Okay, well, you mentioned orcs. What are those? The tiefling equivalent for orcs are these things called the Tanar'ruk. And how do those come about? Well, you're never gonna believe this, but it happens when an orc mates with a Tanar'ri. Again? What can I say? They're the reigning sluts of the abyss. But when an orc mates with a Tanar'ri, they create a Tanar'ruk. And the funniest part of their culture is that the resulting offspring is less patriarchal. So at some point during the birthing process, they get a passing grade in a women's studies class.